well done to the England rugby team. Fantastic victory against the old enemy South Africa. Well done, lads. I just do that to keep Stan happy. He's a big rugby playing fan. He's lovely man. What?
Where's Sturdy this morning?
Where is Sturdy?
She's in bed.
I bet she's got her eyebrows shaved off and she's covered in deep heat. After a night out with Stan and the boys. Do you know what? I can hear a cry. Thanks to the five of you. Simon Field, I tell a lie, 6. Yes. Let's take a look at the headlines. You want Duran Duran in this morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's our privilege to say that. Le Bon is holding the Telegraph. We're in crisis, says Met Chief. Sir John Stevens says there are not enough officers to keep the streets safe, and recruitment and retention of officers is hampered by the force's racist image. Do you know, it is very rare you do actually. I'm not, you know, to come out with an old cliche, but I very rarely see just policemen patrolling, but I see a lot of them in vans. Yeah. I don't know, is that... I mean, you go to any other city, and you definitely see policemen walking around any other city in the world. But what you don't see is, if you go to Paris, is just French police in vans, just looking around. It seems an odd way to police a country. I think people prefer, you know, someone just walking around. They get to know. Stakeouts, so that's what we want.
Stakeout.
More cameras.
Stakeout or carry out or takeaways.
Takeaway. Yeah.
Okay. Donuts.
Donuts is what they need.
And coffee.
And coffee. But I also, does anyone here know their local beat officer? No. Does anyone actually know the local policeman? He like knows him and he'll give your kids a clip round the ear, perhaps, as he whistles off on his bike on his jolly way. Anyone know someone like that?
No.
Nice cape. Yeah. All right, thank you very much. You live in Notting Hill. OK, let's go to Star. Dying Danny's fleeing Britain to save her life. No, fleeing Britain to save her life. This is Daniela Westbrook, who keeps on about her problems. I don't know if she earns out of this or whatever, but anyway, I guess it is a bad problem. It was in the papers yesterday, must be. Daniela Westbrook is to check into an American rehab clinic in an attempt to overcome her cocaine addiction. Best of luck with that, Daniela. And also, Brittany showing off her wrists for us. And I don't know if you can see the lower...
She hasn't really got chubby
No, she's got a chubby right wrist there. Look at that. Undeniable evidence. She's got wrists...
Maybe the photo's been airbrushed or something.
What, to make
they
it...
look quite small there.
No, she's got wrists like Elton's. Fact. Also, I was wondering, you know, Elton John's... I drove past the shop the other day where Elton John's selling all his clothes. It was amazing. Literally, it was a queue, I'd say about 20 yards long, just of kind of short, overweight blokes, about 5'4", with dodgy syrups. Not being funny. Let's move along. The Sun. Opera singer bashes bookies. A rush of last-minute bets on Maria... This impersonator,
I think it's great that she won.
She's great, though, isn't she?
Really good.
But she sounds a bit pro to me. I always think the thing about Stars and Rise, they should sound a bit amateur. Oh, yeah. They shouldn't be that good. But she was actually really good, and that kind of upset me a bit.
Amazing.
Anyway, a rush of last-minute bets on Maria Callas impersonator Nicola Kirsch. The winner of Stars in the Rise saw her odds drop from 20 to 1 to evens. And talking of evens, look at Jordan's breasts. Oh, yes. Thank you for that good handwork, Warren.
I can't even read the headlines next to this.
They're almost going into the opera stinger bashing. But Warren, just do that cover-up job again. It's immaculate the way you do that. Thank you very much. But Jordan does. She literally unveils her new boobs in the Sun only today, and it's quite a sight I can tell. They're quite a sight I can tell. I'm going to get in there, ladies and gentlemen. Do you remember last week we talked about the stud?
Yes.
The stud
Peter
guinea pig.
Stringfellow.
No, not Peter Stringfellow. The guinea pig on his shoulder. Is it still
What's he got to do with it then?
There we go. Look, there's Peter Stringfellow with the guinea pig.
Why is he with the guinea pig?
Because the guinea pig broke into the ladies' guinea, the harem. Kind of 24 female guinea pigs and impregnated the lot.
Oh, right, yes,
Is that what Peter Stringfellow has now upstairs at
I gather, yes.
The club?
Yeah, the guinea... He calls his new club called The Hutch. But Sooty, the superstar guinea pig, yesterday he met up with Peter Stringfellow in what is called a unique publicity exercise. Britain's randiest rodent visited Stringfellow's club in London after his exploits in Tom Jones's South. I love why they're linking him to Tom Jones as well. That might be a bit of an influence, something in the water. Anyway, he turned him into an overnight star. He tunnelled into a garden shed and he impregnated 24 females. He's now the father of 43 overnight, just like that. It's almost like the carpet monster.
You know those guinea pigs with the long hair? They always show them on cushions with the hair sort of flown over the edge. Well, don't they remind you of Peter Stringfellow?
They do look a little bit like Peter
And especially
Stringfellow.
if you put a thong on them.
Slip a thong on the back and you've got Peter Stringfellow.
I think it's a syrup.
I mean, if you look from left to right, you know, except the pink eyes give it away. You can see Stringfellow, yeah, right. Anyway, He's a handsome... Peter Stringfellow met this guinea pig. He says he's a handsome devil, isn't he? Personally, I think his performance is a bit over the top, but I'm impressed with what a professional is. He's my kind of guy, says Peter. Peter made Sooty a celebrity life member of Stringfellows, an honour he shares with Jack Nicholson, Sir Paul McCartney, Robbie Williams, and yes, Tom Jones. And tomorrow, a Japanese TV crew will call to see the purebred Himalayan buck back at his little friend's farm in Pontypridd. Very landy guinea pig. Let's move on. One's new buddy. The Queen will entertain Christmas guests at Balmoral with a singing deer's head called Buddy Buck. And that's the thing is, it must be a hard thing getting presents for the Queen of England. Because she has got everything. When you get a nice bit of jewellery, here you go, Mum, nice bit of Tom. She's got it all.
She's quite difficult to buy for.
She's got clothes, she's got bags. I reckon everyone just gets her novelty presents.
Yes. Knickers and socks.
Knickers and socks and novelty presents. Mom, we've had a whip round below stairs and we've got you this. It's a rude man in a barrel, Mom. Pull down the barrel and he amusingly exposes himself for your royal pleasure. I'm sure that's all she gets. This is Cos the Clown. Anyone else freaked out by clowns here?
Yes.
No, but do you
I
literally
find really
have
scary
nightmares
clowns.
about them? They are, aren't they? They are a nightmare. But as you know, if there's a clown story, I always do it because they are the stuff of nightmares.
Clown joke.
No, I know it.
Is it clean?
One game.
Clowns do that as part of the act. You're horrible, you lot. But actually go, and you're ignorant. And really go on. And he says, to everyone's relief, he abruptly left halfway through his show, but not before shouting insults at the parents. Yesterday, clown Dave Rotherham said, I've never seen such rude kids and parents in 17 years as a clown. 17 years as a clown. I'm just disturbed about Prince William. I really am, because he's done... Well, look at the double cuff turn. That's 420, thanking you. Come on, landlords do that, not Prince William. It's a classic thing. He's going to rename Buckingham Palace the Buckingham Palace. It's not going to be the change of the guard, you're going to have the changing of the keg. Tony Blair's weekly meeting with him. All right, Tone, how's it going, mate? Yeah, well, that's the French for you, son. Here you go. Look, double turn, so it doesn't get wet in the drips. This is You're a Genius, the ironically titled column. There seems to be more and more product recalls and warnings appearing in newspapers these days. For those who do not take daily paper, why don't use teletext or CFAX? Do you know what? I was on teletext or CFAX over the weekend. I've got to tell you, I think it's superior to the internet.
Do you?
Yeah. I think you can get everything you want right there. You don't have like 20 million options you've got to go through to get to free pics. No, you don't get it. But I'm really trusting teletext. For weather and sport, I find it marvellous. And if you need a bit of the other, just slip an old naughty film in and just keep pressing freeze frame if that's what you really want, and have the picture going over the top of it. Do you know what? It's the pun down, ladies and gentlemen. Did you read this about the police who've killed a man in error? Good coverage on it. Page 10 of the Independent today. One of the most shocking, harrowing stories I've read for a long time. Here we go. It's not very funny, I know. The Dome received the fewest visitors in November since it opened. Have you heard the new Dome adverts?
No.
In the new Dome adverts, what they got is people slagging it off. I think it's boring, waste of government money, waste of time. And someone else goes, I thought it was lovely, really educational. And then they go to the Dome, make your own mind up. Isn't that amazing? Actually, they're now selling it on the fact it might be rubbish. It's extraordinary way to sell things, isn't it?
By saying it's rubbish.
It's I don't know, an advert, I'll tell you, buy the carpet. You might think it's disgusting. It might look great in your house, I don't know. Anyway, the pun says...
straws.
Nobody's zone. Nobody's zone.
A disaster.
Zone. Yeah, no body zone, because body zone, but this is nobody zone. All right,
we know.
All right, over we go. It's Monday, isn't it? There is confusion over which house Shakespeare was born in. It was. In fact, it's across the road in the farm, they found out. But anyway, the pun says 2B or possibly 2A. That's the Times getting in with the fun. As ever. Oh, sorry, I've got number one. As ever, the ever dreary Guardian hasn't made an entry again. English football fans. They get 400,000 readers. It's pathetic. English football fans. I mean, you know, 400,000. Who's that speaking to? It's pathetic. The Guardian is the problem. English football fans. You read it and you think, oh, yeah. All I can imagine is Blair and his cronies picking through it. They're all the same thing. It's all part of the problem. English football fans are travelling to France to watch French teams play because it's cheaper than watching it. Have you read The Guardian this morning? No. Only 400,000 people read it anyway. English football fans are travelling to France to watch French teams play because it's cheaper than watching English teams. The pun's in the Star, not the Guardian. Pun says, here we go! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, where's my trusty telegraph? Denise, what's happening this morning?
If you want to see into the future, Johnny.
Yes, I do.
Well, have a look at this.
Not just read the Independent or the Telegraph, and that'll tell me everything. Never the
No,
Guardian.
seriously, have a look at this.
Here we go.